Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NBA 2K20 MyLeague expansion with the Las Vegas Fighters. In the last episode, we played the Clippers, lost to the Clippers, and then simmed through to the end of November, where we got a 4-14 record. In today's episode, I'm just going to sim all through the last game of the season. I'm not bothered playing any of the games or anything like that, or going in and manually adjusting my lineups. My goal is to go ahead and be the worst team in the league, have the worst record, and have the best odds for number one overall pick. So let's go ahead and sim through these games here. No, it's a bad trade for us. I rarely, if ever, accept the CPU trades because you're basically always losing those trades in my experience. Um, I always go and do trades at the trade deadline if I'm going to, or something like that. I take care of it myself instead of going and having the CPU just send me things and me hitting yes or no. Um, because, I mean, obviously they're doing it to their advantage, whereas when I do it, I can do it to my advantage, which ultimately will be better for the team. We're getting some nice. Oh man, I see your little broken ribs, but only out for 4 weeks. Okay. um, we're getting some good losses in here, some needed losses. We're 8-25 coming into January, which we're right on track where we need to be. A broken right toe. People just breaking things. Left, right, and center here. We have Bull starting now, even though Claxton is hot. But Bull has earned minutes over Claxton in the coach's eyes. Maybe because he's running that perimeter-centric system. Let me see. Let's see. Does it not show? I'm sorry, where's his system proficiency? Alright, so we're perimeter-centric, which seems to be working well for us. Is there any system that works better? No. So perimeter-centric it is, and then so that works well for the team lineup we have at the moment. We lost to the Phantom, so that's our expansion rival, and they blew us out by a decent margin there. Piling up the losses coming through the middle of January, which is just what we need. But we get a win against the Thunder. That might be the end of the season series against the Phantoms there, with that second loss to them there. I'm just declining all these trades till we get to the trade deadline. Actually, let me sim up through this Bucks game instead of the end of the season. Olynyk, yeah, I guess we can have the we can adjust the rotation there. No, I don't want to see who made the All-Star game since we don't have any players in it, obviously. Okay, so we've gone there. So let me do this. Now I'm going to go to Kelly Olynyk because if you remember, I set him to force non-starter. Now, if we trade him to some team and he's not even able to start for them, that kind of we're kind of screwing them over a little bit. So that's not fair. So we are 9-43. If we look at the mock drafts, we are projected to get the first overall pick, which is good. And then, okay, so we'll go trade finder, and we'll go a trade finder for Olynyk and see what kind of deals we can get here for him. This is a no. This is a no. No. I don't need a center. Another young center. I already have two. That's a no. Okay, so this is a good. It's a 23 first, but that is a first round pick for Olynyk, which I would like to get a pick for him. Myers Leonard, no. I want the pick, even though it is. I could maybe flip that pick to maybe get a late rounder in this coming draft. That might be something I look at doing because so far none of these other trades are really standing out to me at all. Evan Turner second now. Okay, hold on, who is this? Jalen Horden, Ariza now. Okay, so let me do this. I get Trevon Graham, who's 26, but he's only on a one-year deal, so after this season he can go away. But I do get that pick, which for Olynyk, who's a player that isn't a part of my long-term plans, that's a good deal for me. Now, DeLon Wright, he's 27. And Ish Smith, he's 31. So I'm going to see if I can package these guys up and get anything for them. And maybe a young player like Zach Collins. That might be a good one to go for there. I like Zach Collins. he usually progresses pretty good in this game. If you have him and Bol, him and Claxton out on the floor at the same time, that could be a good combo. Josh Hart, he's good. He's a good shooting forward. Like his 3-pointer is pretty nice in this game. Schofield and Terrence Ross. I really don't want to take Terrence Ross's contract on. Caruso and KCP. No. Portis actually, he has a pretty lethal shot in this game, but for 15 million, I'm not really feeling that. Bielitsa, no. Let me go ahead. So, okay, so we have the Zach Collins deal, which I like, and then 2 years of Ariza. I can maybe trade him too. But let's see, what was that other one I liked in here? I believe it was the Josh Hart deal. So I'm going to look at where we are in small forward and power forward. So small forward, we have Osman, Mihulik, and Graham. In power forward, we have Little, Williams, and McDaniels. Williams, McDaniels, that's negligible to me. I'd rather have Williams than either of them. I mean, I'd rather have Collins than any of them. I think I worded that wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and do that Trailblazers deal. We do send out a second-round pick, but we get a nice young player in Collins. He's a little bit worse than them, but they're older, and I don't know, this might be a mistake, but we have him for 2 more years on a pretty nice contract. And then we have Ariza, who we can flip maybe in the offseason. Because, yeah, it's not going to let me do it now. No, it's not. And now, let's see, our other vet player on the team is Wes Matthews. I'm just going to see if there's any market for him at all. Maybe a young player. Kai Bowman, no, I'm not really feeling that. James Johnson. I'm just going to look through everything we have going on here, see if anything catches my eye for Wes. Duncan Robinson. But that's getting rid of another second, though. But I basically just have to ask myself, is Robinson better than who I'd be able to get with my average second-round pick? Also, Bembry, he's pretty good. I think he doesn't... Oh, he doesn't have a nice 3. He does not at all. I think Wes... Because Wes I have no long-term plans for. And then I get Robinson. Is there anywhere that shows what maybe he's expecting salary-wise? No, but we would be able to... We have a team option for him, it looks like. I hope I read that correctly. I think I'm going to go through this deal. We get a nice young shooting guard. He maybe doesn't match our trajectory perfectly, but especially with our perimeter-centric style, that 88 overall three-point shot is going to be invaluable for us. So that's our trade deadline done, and now our starting lineup is Holiday, Robinson, Ariza, Little, Ball, Melton, Osman, Collins, Claxton, Mihulik. And now I am going to go ahead and have Mihulik learn from Ariza, slippery off ball, tireless defender, and clamps. So maybe he just gets a little bit better at defense there. And now I can finish out to the end of this season. We made 3 pretty good trades, in my opinion, there. At the trade deadline, we got some good younger players in Zach Collins. I see the contract extension deadlines coming up. I don't think, no, we're not going to have anyone there to really deal with. Right now, we're 12 and 49. My goal of not getting more than 20 wins is very obtainable. I don't see us getting 8 wins in this window of games coming up. I just don't really see how that's going to happen. If we don't get the first overall pick, I'll be pretty disappointed. But if we do get the first overall pick, I might try and trade it and move down to like 3rd. Because if I could trade like the first overall pick for like a really nice player as well as the 3rd overall pick, that might be the move. I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to think of everything in my head right now. in the situation. So we end the season 14-68. Giannis, he wins MVP. Rookie of the Year, John Morant. No surprise there. Sixth Man of the Year, Dennis Schroeder. Kawhi for DPOY. Most Improved, Bam. Yeah, that makes sense. Coach of the Year, Brett Brown. Okay. And Luka Doncic, All-NBA First Team, along with Curry, Giannis, Anthony Davis, and Bam. I'm not going to go through all of them, but here is the playoffs. And I'm just going to simulate our way right on through here. Now, my last expansion team I did, the Mavericks actually won the finals this year. But here's the Bucks. And Giannis is, of course, finals MVP. They swept the Lakers in the finals. I could see that happening in real life, I suppose. Now we're in the off season, but real fast, I just want to look at our season stats for our team last season. Bol led the team in points and rebounds. Holiday, Robinson, who came in late, but he ended up being third in points per game, so good for him. Player retirements, Vince, of course, Tyson Chandler, okay, Pau Gasol, Korver. Staff retirement there, Hall of Fame, Vince, yep, of course. And league meetings. All our teams will be determined by top vote getters in their respective conferences. Is that... I'm gonna reject that just because that sounds a little weird to me the way they worded that. Okay, I went to realignment here to see if this makes sense. I think that does make sense. Las Vegas with Los Angeles and Phoenix because those are super short drives. That works for me. And now is where the fun begins. No cuts here. I'm going to go right into the draft lottery and see if 2K screws me over like they like to do. As you can see, it's a really... those top four right there, like there's... The odds are pretty close in. I'm going to go pick by pick. We're going to sit here and live through the whole thing. Okay. Trailblazers, there we go. Excuse me if I just have to take a drink. My throat's getting a little sore. Okay, Pelicans at 15. Magic. You know, I said I was going to go pick by pick, but I can't stand it. We fell all the way to 5th. Wow. We didn't even get 20 wins, and we fell all the way to 5th in the lottery. That's terrible. That's really, really bad. That is really, really, really bad. I was expecting top 3. I was not expecting that. Wow, okay. That really kind of blew up my plans, and that kind of set us back. We're going to be a lot less competitive next year than I expected us to be. Let me see if there's anything I can do to maybe get so let's see, the Bulls have the 2nd overall pick. Let's see if I can get that for our 5th. And who do we have under contract? Actually, let's try this. So we have the 5th, right? Let's see if we can get number 3. If we can get picks 3 and 5, that's a pretty good draft. And I want to see if I can do that without giving up our pick. So we have Chetty for 3 years plus 1 on $8 million deal. Now that's not going to be enough, but I can do Chetty. And I can do Aaron Holiday. So this is 4 stars worth of players for a 3.5 star pick. Okay. Do I attach a 2024? Actually, no. What's that pick I got? I got this first from the Hawks, and that's not going to make it happen at all. But maybe if I throw in Grant Williams on top of it. So this is kind of a big... I'm giving up a lot of players here for this pick, but I got it to work. So I now have the 3rd and the 5th overall pick in this draft. And let's see who has first overall. The Timberwolves, they select Anthony Edwards. Okay. Now 2nd overall pick, we go to the Bulls, and they get Lamelo Ball. Now I was really hoping to get Lamelo Ball in this draft. So now we have the 3rd overall pick. Can I trade my 3rd overall pick for Lamelo Ball? 2022 first, and I get Daniel Gafford. Daniel Gafford, he's a 21-year-old center. Yes. Okay. They take Killian Hayes. Okay. 4th overall pick, they take Precious Achua. Okay. 27 offers. Let's just see what's out there for my 5th overall pick. I've traded a lot of draft capital here to get this far. I don't know how much more I want to trade. Romeo Langford, not really feeling that if I'm being honest. Tyler Harrow in the 1st overall pick in round 2. That's a maybe. Let's see. I'm going to go into... Let's see what we have here. Cassius Stanley's a Obi Toppin. He's a stretch 4. And he's 3rd. And I can get him here at the 5th pick. Let's look at his attributes. Standing dunk's pretty good. Driving dunk's pretty good. His mid-range and his 3-point are good. Okay. Cole Anthony. Driving layups really good. Close shot, mid-range, 3 points really good. James Wiseman. Let me take a look down here. Because oh man, he fell. Where is Denny Avdia? Here he is. He fell pretty hard down here, didn't he? Driving layups really nice. His dunk isn't great. That mid-range, the 3's not great. Let me see something. So Cole Anthony, I don't need him because I have LaMelo. I'm going to get Obi Toppin. Do I need Obi Toppin though? Because I have quite a few power forwards. Can Cole Anthony also play the shooting guard? No. Well, he can. So can LaMelo. And so can Avdija, but he doesn't seem very good. Why don't I get... Because I have a lot of power forwards and I have a lot of bigs. Why don't I get Cole Anthony? And then he's a 3-point scorer, and I can have him and LaMelo as my 1 and my 2. I don't know if that's going to work out. But that's what I'm going to do. So we have LaMelo Ball as a point guard, shooting guard. And we have Cole Anthony as a point guard, shooting guard. And hopefully they can just be on the floor together all the time. Team player options. Duncan Robinson, accept. Bol, accept. And Svi, accept. Okay. Qualifying offers. Jalen McDaniels, sure. D'Anthony Melton, no. Because that's going to eat up shooting guard time. And we already have Duncan Robinson. And we need one of either Cole Anthony or LaMelo Ball playing there. Okay. So now let's look at our we have LaMelo as a point guard, shooting guard, Cole Anthony, and Ty Jerome. That's good. I'm not going to bring back Aaron Holiday. That's perfectly fine with me. Duncan Robinson. And we have Ariza who... Let's try and move Ariza right now. He's 35, 12 million. 21st round pick 5. But I can't trade that. Okay, I'm going to wait till... I'm going to wait. Now, he's... LaMelo's... Who do you think would be better? I have a feeling Cole Anthony might be better, because he's a playmaker. I'm trying to see who the better scorer is. I think I'm going to put the better scorer in the 2 spot. And so I think because LaMelo is taller, I'm going to put him in the 2 spot. I think that's what I'm going to do. So instead of him being a point guard, shooting guard, I'm going to go shooting guard, point guard. Like that. Okay. And now he actually went up 1 overall, so he's a 79 overall now. Okay, so we have 2 point guards, 2 shooting guards, 2 small forwards, 2 power forwards, 3 centers. Okay. I would like Brandon Ingram. We have the money for him, so I'm going to throw him a contract. I feel like the Pelicans are definitely going to match it. They'd be stupid not to, but on the off chance they choose not to, we could potentially get Brandon Ingram, which would be huge for us. I'm not going to throw money at Anthony Davis because he doesn't really fit our age bracket that we're going for. Jabari Parker, no. Any of these other guys. Christian Wood, no. Not really fitting what I'm doing right here. Let's see, so he accepted another offer. So I figured. Jalen McDaniels, I'm going to renounce his rights. I'm going to keep McDaniels for now. I'm going to decline D'Anthony Melton. Yeah, like they can have him. Yep, okay, so Ingram's going back to the Pelicans. It makes sense. I wouldn't let him go either. We can get a backup point here. And yeah, we need we already have enough centers, so let's go for point guards, but someone who isn't going to displace Lamelo. So maybe like someone down here in this range. And who's this? Tremont Waters, only 5'10". No, thank you. Kyle Guy, but he's young. I'd like to maybe get a vet here, like Yogi Ferrell, maybe? He's 27, but he's only 74 overall. He only wants $2 million. And he has 4 badges. He can teach some of those things to LaMelo, so I'm going to get Yogi Ferrell on a 1-year deal. We need to get some sort of shooting guard help here. D'Anthony Melton already, not bringing him back. Malik Beasley, he's a sharpshooter. Damian Lee. Tyreek Evans, playmaking 2 guard. I'll bring Wes Matthews back on a 1-year deal. Why not? Let's see if D'Anthony Melton. I'm not going to match that. You can leave. Yogi Ferrell, agree. And then we need to go find perhaps a 4 here. Jabari Parker for $15 million. No, I don't really want to do that. Let's see. Zach Randolph. No. Carmelo. Carmelo could be a good vet presence. Maybe to train Zach Collins, but for $10 million, I just don't know if that's really worth it when I could get Saric. Oh no, but Carmelo has 14 badges. Why don't I do this? I'll give Carmelo a 1-year, $10 million deal, and then see if he can he's declined it. Okay. Let me try it again. 1-year 12, because if he can give some of those badges to some of our guys, that'd be huge. Okay, so where do we stand after that? So we have our 3 point guards and we have 3 shooting guards, only 2 small forwards, 3 power forwards, and 3 centers. Okay. So we just need another small forward, and I need to dump Ariza, like, now. DeLon Wright, no, don't want him back. Top 3 protected Pistons pick, that might be attractive. I like Josh Hart, but I don't want to give up a first. Bojan, no. Mike Oni, shooting guard. I don't need a shooting guard right now. KZ Okpala, he's only 21. It's a way cheaper deal. I don't know what he plays like. Let's see. He's a dunker. Driving dunk's good. His shot isn't great, but he's 6'8". Dylan Windler, DJ Wilson. No, I'm gonna do this deal here. This KZ Okpala deal. 2 years, $3 million total. So we shed like $9 million in salary, and he's 14 years younger than Ariza here. So let's do that, and then we just need to find like a cheap small forward. Let's see who's on the market. Justin Holiday, no. Josh Jackson. Evan Turner, no. Actually, we can have 14 players going into the season. So let's go through this. Let's just get into player progression. Okay, and Jalen McDaniels accepts his qualifying offer, so that's fine. Lamelo's up to an 80. Duncan Robinson's up to a 78. Gafford, I forgot we had him, up to a 77. Bull, Claxton. Collins is up. Anthony's down. Little's up. Okay, everything's looking great there. I'm not going to mess with Summer League. I'm just going to sim all through Summer League here. I do know that if you play the Summer League games, like you actually play them, it does increase development speed, I believe, with your players, but it's just not worth it to me. I'm gonna download a draft class here. I'm gonna download the 2021 draft class. I never apply storylines. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of dumb to me. Okay, we have 2, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to go untap potential, and then we're going to scroll all the way over here and see. Duncan Robinson's a B+, Gafford B+, Bull A-, Claxton B+, Anthony. Some of these young guys, like Claxton, or Zach Collins, he's a B+. Let's see if we can get him up to an A-, okay. And then I'm going to go untap potential here, and then on this one I'm going to use Claxton and get him up to an A- as well. So maybe they develop a little bit better. And we're going to advance to the off season. Our first game is against the Lakers, and let's go look before we get into the season what our starting lineups look like. I just realized we have 2 C Anthonys, Cole Anthony and Carmelo Anthony. That's kind of funny. So our starting point guard is Cole Anthony, and then Lamelo's our starting 2 guard. V at the 3. Carmelo at the 4, and Daniel Gafford at the 5, who has gone up past Claxton and Bull. Duncan Robinson's our 6th man off the bench in the shooting guard spot. Claxton is our first backup center off the bench, then Bull right behind him. Zach Collins and Nasir Little coming in, and the odd men out are Ty Jerome, Yogi Ferrell, KZ Okpala, Wes Matthews, and Jalen McDaniels. That's perfectly fine. Let me get into our player mentorship here. Let's go find Cole Anthony, because we want to have him be mentored by Yogi a little bit here. We can have that. That's fine. Lamelo. Let's find Duncan Robinson. Can happen there. Range extender, steady shooter, quick draw. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do quick draw for him. Now where is Nasir? I actually have Nasir get trained up by Carmelo. Let's do that there. Okay. So our young guys getting a little bit of mentorship there. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this roster. Obviously, it's Hughes Young. Our shooting guard spot is a little bit older than I'd like. Our only young future player here is Lamelo. Duncan Robinson will be, maybe later in his 20s, like 28, 29, or 30 by the time we actually probably finally make the playoffs. So he's not going to really be a factor. I might let him go at the trade deadline. West, he's not going to be a factor. Svi and Okpala, we'll see how they go, and they might have a little competition between themselves here this season. We're a little crowded here at the power forward, especially like 22, 2022. Like one of these guys might have to go, and I think if I have to pick, the odd man out is going to be McDaniels, because these 2 are my guys, really. And then we also have a kind of a roadblock here at center with Gafford now. Even though he's only 1 overall higher, and he's 2 years older than Bull, 1 year older than Claxton, so he might actually end up being the odd man out when all's said and done, especially because Bull is now up to 10 badges, which is wild. But that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode, we'll go ahead and we'll just pick a game on this calendar here, one of these first ones, maybe this Trailblazers away game. Or maybe the Lakers play the season opener against the Lakers. See how this new squad performs with Cole Anthony and Lamelo. See how they play, kind of like I did against the Clippers last time. Yeah, and we'll see how that goes. Anyways, if you like this video, leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos just like this every single day. And I'll talk to you again soon.